Hi, Kenny with One Source RV. Today we're going to be doing an install of a TireMinder tire pressure monitoring system. We're going to use a couple different sensors available, flow through and a standard sensor. We're going to do an installation from beginning to end. Let's get into it. So here are the contents of the package for this particular system that we're going to install. It is a 4-tire system. We're going to be installing it on 6 tires, so I have more sensors we're going to use. We're not going to use these brass sensors. We're going to use flow-through sensors and some aluminum sensors to show the different sensors. In the package is the instruction manual, some information about TireMinder, and also you can register, batteries for our transmitters, a mount for the main unit up front, power supply for the unit. We got our power booster. We're going to install near the batteries and some tie wraps to secure that to the frame if we decide to use those. Comes with alligator clips. I'll be cutting those off and putting ring terminals, attaching it directly to a battery. Let's get into the install. And now we're getting ready to mount our power booster. And as you can see, we're at the rear of the motorhome. There's a battery compartment. I could mount it in that compartment, but I don't like corrosion and stuff in battery compartments. So right next to it, we have a 12-volt distribution panel that ties right to the batteries. I'm going to mount the booster in this compartment, which will put me about 5 to 6 foot from the rear of the motorhome, which Minder recommends that we stay behind the rear axle, so we're good there. And if I want to come in, I'll show you exactly where we're going to mount this. There's my distribution panel. I'm going to mount this to the roof, out of the way, and I can keep the wires out of the way. And for now, I am going to use the alligator clips just attached to my power and my ground. And I'll show you what it looks like after it's installed. And we have our green light on, indicating power. Everything should be out of the way there. Now we'll move on to the next step of the install. All right, now the next step in the installation is to install the batteries and the transmitters. Pretty straightforward here. And we'll do this for every transmitter. All right, now we're ready to program our transmitters. We'll take our monitor. We're going to push the center button, turn the power on. With the power on, you'll see the monitoring mode. We're going to press the outside left and outside right button and hold it. And that L indicates that we're in learn mode. And the flashing hash marks are by this drawing, the driver's front tire. We're going to go to the driver's front tire and install a transmitter that has the battery installed already. All right, so we're at the driver's front tire. We're going to connect our transmitter to the valve stem. We have our flashing reading on the gauge. I'll reach down and screw the transmitter on. And it picks up the tire pressure. So now we'll move to the next tire. So we're installing the outer dual transmitter on the driver's side. It has picked up. And we'll continue doing this until we complete every tire on the vehicle, and we'll come back and show you what it looks like. All right, now that we've got our last transmitter set, I'm going to push the left and right buttons at the same time. And it shows monitoring on the display. Now I'm going to push the center button and hold it. And this allows me to change the settings here if I want PSI or barometric pressure. And over here if I want Fahrenheit or Celsius, I want Fahrenheit. And then I push the middle button again, and it will allow me to set the baseline pressures of my tires. And I want the baseline of my front tires at 95. I can arrow up or down until I get to where I want. There's center button to select, moves to the next tire. Center button moves to the next tire, and so on, all the way through my tires. Hey guys, before we go any further, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what you want to see more of. After I've got all my tires set, I push the center button and hold it. It goes back to monitoring. It shows the actual tire pressures, and we're good to mount the unit now. So with our unit installed, it comes with a mount that could go to glass or to any smooth surface. And as you can see, we mounted it to the smooth surface of the dash. We've got the power cord run to a 12-volt cigarette lighter supply. We're monitoring all of our tire pressures. Hit the center button, shows us the temperature on all of the tires. And that's helpful because when a tire starts to overheat, it's an indicator that it's probably going to blow out. And this system will notify you of that. So that is the TireMinder i10 installed and ready for the road. Thank you for your time.